What gaming? And today we're playing another Madden 22 game, and it is against the Green Bay Packers. Buddha Baker. If you missed the last week, Buddha Baker went up to a Superstar X Factor. After we shut out the Texans. Let's adjust the lineup. Let's move Zayvon Collins to starting middle linebacker. That way we can get his overall up. Okay. We almost got Zayvon and Michael Pittman. A higher overall. Please don't let anybody be hurt. Please don't let anybody be hurt. No? Okay. What about defense? No. Okay, we're all healthy. Thursday night football. Our CPU team, let's do their color rush too.
Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on ESPN. the Arizona Cardinals, taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football.
Let's
as
go,
the Cards get
Cardinals.
set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. We got our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers, and of course coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round. And then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. And now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it's going to be second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll
Oh my God, Collins is
A
on.
good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come out there stopping.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. The give is to Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Rodgers now
Why are they going for it?
But remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Okay.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That is caught inside the 5. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The numbers for Fitzgerald from last week. He took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant.
Oh, yeah.
Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? The offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. Getting set to go again. We get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So, Charles, the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Pittman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant
9?
Route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll?
Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have had a sack.
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 4 yards remain for second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle part of the field, and that brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray now on first down. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away.
What are you doing?
Down incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Thank you.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man,
touchdown, Cardinals. Greenbay Hopkins, his 17th touchdown now in the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he's got this
there we go, Collins.
To a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 19-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Murray going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards for number 11. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Edmonds is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Just power of football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery, touchdown for Arizona. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Dang.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. To throw, it's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Edmonds. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And a solid run down inside the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Fitzgerald. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. To throw again on second down, Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Murray.
It wouldn't let me move.
In the wrong direction and leads to second down. To throw is Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. hits Adams, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He's got Tanyan complete over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Rodgers now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with a... Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 60 catch. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A give to Jones. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. And the all-pro safety boot of Baker in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run with Edmonds again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? From the gun, Murray rolling to his left. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Here's Andy Lee now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, and he's not pushed too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. Murray now to throw. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals add on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Again, they run with Edmonds. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 3rd down, Edmonds. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got him. And I think the ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his. 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
151 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Here's Murray. Steps away to it, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that? Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket. that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Edmonds.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st down, Rodgers.
It's complete. Lazard.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Yes, Collins. We got Murray, team 89. We got Chase here in 80. We got Collins to 76. Okay. And that's going to be all for this episode. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.